Religion, The Real Matrix, the book based on African spirituality and mythology from ancient Kemet or Egypt. Written by author Heru Ifangbe, the book shows that all Western religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, plagiarize from African spiritual systems to come up with their religions. Buy the book on Amazon. Link is in the description box. Let's go. Promote your brand here at Viral Hip Hop News. Hit me, Sam Ant, at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. Let's go.
Like you said, NBA playoffs, they out here, they doing their thing. The NBA's really putting on a good show as far as games and things like that right now. It's dope to see. But if you've been paying attention to the playoffs, you know in particular the LA Clippers Phoenix Suns series that just concluded. The Phoenix Suns won 4-1. But a lot of people thought that if Kawhi Leonard and Paul George were in the lineup and the LA Clippers were healthy, they'd have took the Phoenix Suns, and I believe so. I think they would too. So Kawhi Leonard did his thing the first two games, and then it came to find out that he was out of the rest of the series from what it ended up looking like. And Stephen A. Smith went on his show and basically said that Kawhi Leonard is one of the worst athletes in all of sports. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So then it comes out that Kawhi Leonard ended up having a torn meniscus. After Stephen A. Smith says he's the worst athlete in sports because he doesn't promote, he's always hurt, he takes money from the league, takes money from the owner, blah, 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 blah. Finds out he has a torn meniscus. Stephen A. Smith had this to say. I want to play it for the people and you, and let's get your thoughts.
Yes. In any way questioning the legitimacy of Kawhi Leonard's injury. A matter of fact, I'm fully embracing it. I've heard very alarming stories about his health. You see people talking about he's walking around limping all the time. He is not a healthy individual. I'm not questioning his heart. I'm not questioning his courage. I'm not questioning any of that. The man's a two-time champion. He's a two-time MVP. I said it the other day, and I said it, and I regretted it only because we heard about some stuff that happened with his family, and I didn't know that was in the news and stuff like that. I don't wish that enough. God bless you and your family, and I hope everything ends up well for everybody. But he is the absolute worst superstar you could possibly have on your team. He's barely ever there. And on top of it all, he does nothing to market or promote your franchise. Absolutely, positively nothing. He got $42 million this year. Him and Paul George are making identical dollars to the penny. $42 million in change this year, $45 million in change next year, and then a player option at $48 million. He couldn't go last year at all. Okay? Couldn't go this year when it counted. In the past, he couldn't go when it counted. Arrived in Toronto telling them, don't look for me for more than 65 games. Didn't even give him 60 games. Hasn't given you at least 60 games in the season in at least the last 4 years, okay? And then the playoffs come, and this is the difference between him and a Paul George or various other people. We see them get hurt. We'll watch Kawhi drop 38 one game like he did in game 1 against Phoenix, 31 in game 2, walk off the court, and then the next thing you know, Ty Lue gets him that. He ain't available today. And he ain't available next week. He ain't available the next game. You don't know why, but you hear stories. Yes, they have a medical staff. You hear about he got his own medical team. But damn it, they should be fired. He's never healthy when it counts. And again, if you're not marketing and promoting the sport, if all you're doing is saying, I'm gonna grab my lunch pail and play. But 50% of the time, you ain't grabbing your lunch pail to play. It's the worst possible thing that you have. I'm going to say this. Devin Booker's sensation. Kevin Durant is that dude. You know how I feel about him. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George healthy for this series. Clippers win the series. Because I don't like the fact that Monty Williams is relying so much on Kevin Durant and Devin Booker averaging over 43 minutes a game. That's not sustainable to me. I think the Clippers would have won this series if both of them were healthy. That was not the case. And in the end, I think it's like, listen, you're the second largest market in the United States of America. You're in Los Angeles, man. The Lakers, it's Laker Nation, Laker Town. You know what Steve Ballmer and them got to compete against. You got an elite owner. Lawrence Frank is a well-respected executive. Ty Lue is considered one of the best coaches in the business. And this is what you got to rely on as a player. It's over for me. Like we could talk about the game and all of that stuff, but the culminating point, the end result is, to me, it should be the end. And I say that because I called some league officials this morning, and I want to know specifically, what can you do to get rid of Kawhi Leonard and make sure he get his money? He got insurance policy. He can make it, and you can carve it out through the years. Make sure he gets every penny. Just give him his money and go, because you can't rely on him.
So I played the whole thing, right? And I'm sorry I was a little redundant, but we had to play the last line. He called the NBA league office to see what they can do about getting Kawhi and his money and getting him out the league.
Man.
What's your thoughts on what we just heard, bro?
Really, the first couple things that he said, I think, killed this whole argument when he talked about him being a two-time, MVP and a two-time NBA champion. Like, you can't help if you get hurt. Like, you're going to get hurt. And the fact that he was, like you say, limping around and playing through it the whole time, it's like, at some point in time, you might just go to the point where you can't go. And that's perfectly fine. But, come on, man. It got to be something else behind this, in my opinion, why he's attacking this dude. He know damn well Kawhi probably ain't going to say nothing back. He's quiet. He's real soft-spoken. Why you picking him to attack? That's what makes you think a lot of this stuff, when we know it's like fake. They set up these debate shows, and he maybe even got somebody that came in and said, yo, you got to go out Kawhi today. I don't know. Yeah. It's corny to me, man. I don't know. It's very, very corny to me to see, him attack a brother that put it all on the line for so long. Like, it's so hard to stay at a high level in any sport. And Kawhi has done it. He's injured.
Yeah.
Give him some, come on, man. That's silly, bro. It's silly to me, honestly.
It's crazy. First off, for Stephen A to feel like he has to go and make a call to see what's going on with Kawhi. I don't know how in he is with the NBA. But that seems like way over his fucking line to call somebody and say what's good with getting Kawhi out of the league.
That's crazy.
That's insane. And what it seems like, like we talked about prior to this, I personally used to be a big fan of Stephen A. First watching him when he first came out, like 95, 96, 97. As a kid watching him, it was dope to see a brother talking like us, walking like us, but articulate enough to go ahead with them motherfuckers on ESPN and stuff. It was dope to see. But to hear him say this, and to hear him seem like he goes against every brother in particular that goes against the status quo of what the corporation wants you to do. He has his own medical staff, Kawhi Leonard, right? He's not out here rah-rahing. No, he's not going to promote your damn things. He's going to go out there. He's going to win you a championship. He's going to go home. He's proven it. He's done it twice in two different areas.
Right.
He would have done it again with LA. It's not like he intentionally said, oh, you know what? I ain't playing today.
Right.
We good. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, if he would have continued to play like you just said, Stephen A., they'd have won that series. And who knows where the Clippers would have went, because Kawhi is that dude. I hate to see him injured. I hate to see the fact that he can't go out there and do what he loves to do at a high level, and he has to deal with these injuries and still compete at a high level with these injuries. But this is what makes us feel like they're just a bunch of bucks, and we just out there throwing money at them. Yep. Do this. Just shut up and perform. You got $42 million. You think I'll give a F if your knees hurt?
Yeah.
Go dribble the basketball and entertain us, because that's what you're paid to do. That's what it kind of sounds like he said, man, and I think it's wrong. And that's why he gets the criticism he gets, and I can't argue with it sometimes, man.
Yeah, and it's like our ratings getting low or something. Like, why do that? We know the shock value stuff. I get it. That sells. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Like, Kawhi, out of all people, you attack Kawhi as if he's faking his injury or something and don't want to play ball.
Right.
Come on, man.
That shit's crazy. And then he gets on his load management. Look, we all, especially people that go out there to pay money to go see these NBA players play, of course you want to see your favorite player play. And of course, if you went to go see Kawhi and he's your favorite player and he's not playing, damn.
Right.
But after that, this is a human being. He got to go out there and perform at a high level every day. And if he's not 100%, and you want him to go out there and give more structural damage to what's already going on, you say he's walking around, limping around. He's obviously got some things going on. I just don't know. I think that it should, if you felt that way, I think a private conversation would have sufficed way more if you were genuine.
Well, it's the thing. You said it earlier. He ain't never played.
Nope.
He probably, I don't know if he ever played any organized sports in his life, but he never played at a high level like that. So you don't understand.
He played college ball for like a year and got hurt.
Okay, well, look, he got hurt, right? But yeah, so it's like, yeah. And maybe he's just out of touch. It's been so long. Dude, what, like 50-something years old now?
Yeah.
He's out of touch with what it takes to continue to get you, these guys are playing with like 82 games. They got to play playoffs. Pretty much every other night they playing ball, and they don't stop in the offseason. They still training. So your body goes through shit. All the twisting and turning and jumping. Something's going to get hurt after a while, man. Shut the fuck up, Steven. Come on, man. Like you said, this is why the criticism comes for this dude, because of shit just like this.
And salute to JJ Redick, who went on the same show.
To unpack there. I mean this in the nicest way possible to both of you, but listening to each of you right now, It's very obvious that you've played zero high-level basketball, and you do not understand the requirements of doing that. And I do mean that in a nice way.
On the same segment live and told him and I think Mad Dog from Mad Dog Sports, y'all don't know shit about professional sports. It's clear. You could tell you don't. For you to say that about Kawhi and not really know what's going on in the body of a professional athlete and what they endure, you're crazy. So salute. This is why I like athletes in the media, the ones that want to do it the right way.
Yeah.
So that they could check some of the bullshit we hear from some of these people that have no idea what they go through, but their opinions are so or highlighted and so looked at as if it's gospel, and it really ain't, man. So salute to the people that give the real, man.